आरंभां व्यासशंकरमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So in the previous class we looked at the first verse, which is Ushanha vai Vajashravasaha sarvavedasam dadhau tasyaha Nachiketa nama putra asaha. So the particular verse introduces the story. That means there was a person called Vajashravasaha. Means his name was Vajashravasaha, and he was a rishi or somebody who was well accomplished rituals or karma kandi, you can say. So Vajashravasaha is a karma kandi. So karma kandi means a person who specializes in doing karmas or rituals, oblations to the god for seeking some benefits or the other. Then Ushan Havai means, Ushan means he had a desire. So he had a desire for going to Swargaloka or becoming Amritam, so or becoming immortal. So for that purpose he was doing a very big yajna. And in that yajna there was a commitment made by him that all the wealth will be given back. So Sarva Vedasam Dadhav. Dadhav means Dadhati means give. So Dadhav means he gave away. So it's actually in past tense, already gave away. So the story says that there was a person who gave away all his wealth for achieving or going to Brahmaloka or Indraloka, something like this. And Sarva Vedasam, because whenever somebody has to go to another place, you will have to let go of certain things. So you cannot take everything all the time. Especially when you have the vision to go to some other loka, some other place, then you have to shed off all your old things and then give it away as dhanam and start on a new life, new chapter in life. Right? So tasyaha Nachiketa nama putra asa. So for such a person, he also had a son, a putraha, nama Nachiketa. So Nachiketa was the son of Vajashravasaha. Right? And we also saw that he was famous as Vajamannam Annamta Dhanati Nimittam. So he became very famous in the community because of his capacity to give free food. So whenever in the olden days, anybody who gives free food is remembered. So and people flock to their houses to always have free food. There will be a big queue there. So Annadhanam was supposed to be one of the famous way of donating anything. And here also this person Vajashravasaha was the famous for donating food. Thereby he became very famous. This is what we saw in the last class. Now with the second verse, we will see that the story continues here. So the story is set up, and now the Nachiketa actually starts or was watching the ritual, and he is having some questions or something is going through his mind. So let's see what he is coming up with. Tagum ha kumaragum santam. So Tagum ha kumaragum santam dakshinasu niyamanasu shraddha vivesha so amanyataha. So Tagum ha kumaragum santam dakshinasu niyamanasu shraddha vivesha so amanyatha. So if you want to know the anvaya or the prose form, I'll give you that. Dakshinasu niyamanasu tagum ha santam kumaram shraddha avivesha saha amanyatha. So dakshinasu niyamanasu tagum santam ha kumaragum shraddha avivesha, then full stop, or the paragraph ends there, then saha amanyatha. So the first meaning is tagum ha kumaragum. So Kumara means what is a very small boy. So Kumaragum or Kumaragum means belong or having the personality of a very small boy, right? And Santam means he's a very, very small boy. He's not somebody. Kumaragum also, Kumara means somebody slightly older, but he's a very small boy. Then Dakshinasu means when the Dakshinas were given, or when Dakshinas were being given by the Vajashravasa, Niyamanasu means being taken by. So Dakshinasu means given and Niyamanasu means taken. So when somebody is giving, other person has to take, right? And he is watching this ritual being performed by his father, where he is a very small boy, Kumaragum Santam, and there is all the objects, all the things are given away as dhanam, and there are Brahmins for rituals are present in the and they are also receiving those items. Correct? Then Shraddha, so Shraddha means faith. Then Avivesha, so because of the Shraddha, or the keenness to see what the father is performing and having belief in what the father is performing, and the Shastram also, he took possession of him. So there was actually something going on in his mind, and he thought like this. So Saha Amanyataha. So Amanyata means what? He thought, or Nachiketa thought. Why did he think? Because see, a person who has got only Shraddha in Shastram, or some truth or understanding about what rituals are, or want to know, only will be interested. Other people will not be interested. Like, in our own community also, when rituals are being performed, there will be 1-2 people along with the Vadyar will be chanting something. Other people will be all chatting, discussing about all, Laukika Vishaya. And sometimes the Vadyar will say, please keep your voice down because we are doing this interesting chanting. So please, if you want to go chant, go somewhere else. So they go somewhere else and chant. So they go to another room and they keep chatting. Because the Shraddha is not there in the Shastra. They are not interested in this. But Nachiketa is not like this. Nachiketa is actually watching his father doing all the rituals. People are coming and he's also watching what his father is giving and who are the people receiving what items are also receiving what. And suddenly in him, the Shraddha comes into picture and the commitment, dedication comes into picture, and then he becomes engulfed or overpowered by the Shraddha, and there he thinks. So Saha Amanyatha. So he thinks like this. So what does he think? Let's see this. So in the Bhashyam we'll say here, Shraddha Astikya Buddhihi. So Shraddha means equal to what? Astikya Buddhi. Astikya means what? Astikaha means the one who has got trust in the Bhagavan, the one who has trust in the Shastra. It's called Astikya. Na Astikaha Astikam. So na Astika means Nastika. That means the person who does not have any belief in the Shastra is called Nastika. Astikya Buddhi means the person who is endowed with the intellect or the reasoning capacity to have trust or Shraddha in the Shastram. It's called Astikya Buddhi. Okay. Then Ati Bale. So Ati Bale means Bala itself means small boy. And Ati Balaha means what? Very, very small boy. Ati Balaha. So Ati Bale Putre. Putra means the son. So he's son of, so this particular son was very, very small boy. Then Sneha Vashat. So Sneha means what? Love. So Sneha Vashaha means what? Being overcome by love for his father. That means the father is performing the yajna, and thereby the son, the duty of the son is to what? Is to assist the father in the yajna or be of some help. Correct. So Sneha Vasha, Shobana Ga, Putra Dhanatvena. Right. So Shobana means what? So being engulfed and being, the ritual being done like this, all the Gaha means what? The cows are being given away. Putra Dhanatvena. So Kalpayitva, thought. So he thought this. So Kalpayitva means what he thought. What is he thinking? Vriddhaha Gaha. So Vriddhaha means what? Old. And Gaha means what? Cows. So Vriddhaha Gaha means old cows. Swa Dhanatvena. So Swa means what? Self. And Dhanam means wealth. So one's own wealth. So the old cows, which are, we saw before in the first verse, the cows which are cannot give milk, the cows are eaten the last grass, the cows are nirindriyaha, correct? All of them. So he's watching all these things. So because he's watching those things, and now he is actually, overcome by emotion for his father. He says, what is his father doing? He's giving away all these cows, which are of no use. It cannot give any milk. It cannot eat any grass. It cannot even digest any food. And it has got almost nothing there. So what will the person receiving this will do? So this is the thought process going in the mind. And because Sneha Vashat, so and Shobana Gaha means this so-called cows which are there, Putra Dhanatvena Kalpayitva. So he thought, due to the association of being the Putra, so he thinking, what is thinking? Vriddhaha Gaha, means the old cows. Swa Dhanatvena, being given as donation or wealth. So Swa means what? One's own wealth. So the cows are being given by Vajasvasa as his own wealth to other people. And what are this wealth? These cows are Vriddha Gaha, they are old cows. Then Matva Swadhanam Vriddha Go Lakshanam Dadhav. So Matva means what? The understanding that Swadhanam. So our thinking or understanding that this is one's own wealth. And Vriddha Go Lakshanam. So the Go Lakshanam means what? Lakshana means the characteristics of the go or the cow is Vriddhaha. So Lakshanam. So Vriddha Go Lakshanam. So Vriddha means old. Go means cow, and Lakshana means the property of the cow. So the cow's property is an old cow. Right? Dadhav means he gave. He gave, or he was giving these cows as donation to those people who came to the function. And these are very old cows, and he was giving it as his own wealth. Right? It is his own wealth, of course. So it is not, he is not giving somebody else's wealth. He is giving his own wealth. Right? Then Tamha Nachiketasam Kumaram. So there Nachiketasaha, means Nachiketa was there, and he was in his Kumaram, early boyhood. So very young boy. Kaumaram means slightly older person, like he must be 15, 16. But this person is actually much younger than that. So he's in the early boyhood stage. Maybe he could be about 8 or 9 years old, something like this. Then Prathama Vayasam. So the Prathama Vayasam is an adjective for Kumaram. So Prathama Vayasam is very, very early stages. or beginning stage. Prathama means what? Beginning or foremost or primary stage. So Prathamam Vayasam means age. So in the very early stages of his life, Santam. So he was a wise person. So even though he was in early stage, he was still a very wise person and very committed to the pursuit of what his father was doing, everything. Then Aprapta Prajananam Shaktim. That means he still did not have any capacity, or he is so young that the boy itself did not even have the capacity or have developed the capacity to reproduce. So Apraptaha Prajanana. Prajanana means what? The capacity to reproduce. Shaktihi means the capacity. So because he's a small boy, he doesn't even have the capacity. He was in such a state. So all his adjectives. Aprapta Prajananam Shaktim. Prathama Vayasam Kumaram iti Nachiketasaha. Got it? Because you are not there on video, I can't say whether you are understanding or not. So I'm just continuing. Okay. Then Balameva, so child only. So he was only a child. So Balameva Aprapta Prajanam Shaktim Prathama Vayasam Kumaram. All these are indicative of that one person called Nachiketasaha. Then what did he have? Shraddha. So he had Shraddha. So this person had Shraddha. Astikya Buddhihi. Trust in the Vedas. And he was given the intellect, had intellect to trust the Vedas and follow the Vedas. And he had faith in the Vedas. Then, if you are not understanding, just say something, okay?
Yes, sir, we are following.
You're following, right? Because I'm talking to, microphones. I do not know.
Yes, I can understand.
So, Pituhu Hita Kama Prayukta. So, Pituhu Hita Kama Prayukta. So, Pituhu Hita, Pituhu means what? Father. And Hitam means what? The benefit. So, Hitam means for the benefit. So, benefit of the father. Kama Prayukta means for the benefit and well-being of the father. Prayukta, when I say, was compelled or was initiated, was drawn. So Prayukta means was compelled or drawn into the thinking. See, if you look at the first one, he says what? Shraddha Avivesha Sa Amanyata. So he was thinking, he thought. So what was the thought? The thought was Pituhu Hita Kama Prayukta. For the benefit of his father, he was compelled to think Avivesha Pravishtabati. So Avivesha means what? Is the same as Prayukta. So it's the adjective for Prayukta. So compelled by or drawn into, and Pravishtati means entered into. See, Pravishyati means entering, right? Pravishati, Pravishati. So entering into the mind. So compelled by Pituhu Hita Kama Prayukta Avivesha Pravishtabati. So compelled by his father's benefit and for the benefit of his father, and looking at all those things which are being given, have got Astikya Buddhi, Shraddha and the Shastram, he was compelled or drawn automatically into thinking about this whole rituals, how it is being performed. Right? Then, Kasmin Kale means Kasmin Kale means Kasmin means when, and Kalaha means when was the time when it was who did this. Iti Aha, if someone asked. So, if someone asked when was this performed or who was there, he's saying Ritvigabhyaha. So Ritvigabhyaha means what? The Ritviks or the priest. So Ritvik means a person, is the people who are performing the pujas. So there are, see, Vajrasavasa is not only on performing pujas. He is Ajamana. So along with him, there are priests who are performing the pujas. So there are Ritviks, Ritvigabhyaha, then Sadasyebhyascha. So Sadasyebhyascha means what? the other Brahmins. So there are other Brahmins are also present along with the priest. So in the olden days, you'll see in the ritual, there will be a lot of Brahmins will come and they will just say Tadastu, they will say some mantras and you will donate something for them. So the more Brahmanas were there and they were blessing you, you were more, blessed, correct? So that's why they were inviting many Brahmanas to participate in the function, who knows to chant mantras, who knows the rituals. So if you are confident, you can come and you'll be part of this of the rituals. That's why it says here, Ritvigabha sadas yedyascha. So Ritvigabha means what? The Ritviks performing the rituals. Then Dakshinasu Niyamanasu. So being donated and they're being received by these people. So as and when you perform the Ritviks, they say, okay, this is for you. So the Brahmana will take it and keep it next. So the cow is given, okay, the cow is given, you take it like. Wealth, money is given, take it. So as rituals are being performed, they are being offered one by one, one by one, one by one. And it is being, when they say, swaha, swaha, etc., Indraya swaha, idanama, so, all these things are offered. So you take that and keep it aside. Because there is somebody there assisting with all those giving away. So he says, okay, give it to 2 cows. So 2 cows are for you, for this Brahmana. So 2 cows are given there. So it will be given and kept separately there. So that is the process being followed there. So he is not himself going and giving. There are people who are assisting him in giving those things. And as and when the mantras are chanted, the rituals are performed, the donations are being accepted by the priest. And they are continuing with the yajna, right? Because it's a very big yajna, continuing for many days and many months. So you cannot just complete it within a few hours. Right? So you need a lot of wealth, a lot of financial prowess to do this. Then niyamanasu vibhagena. So vibhagena means what? In correct proportion. So it is not like you just give whatever you feel like. It has to be in the correct proportion. So who deserves what? When you should give, what mantra should be chanted, and at what time it should be given. So vibhagena, correct? Then upaniyamanasu. So upaniyamanasu based on the qualification of the Brahmanas. See, Tamil we say, na pathre varanda pichedam. That means what? You have to give a donation or something to the Brahmanas depending upon their capability. You cannot just give anything to any Brahmana because he's not qualified. He's not doing anything. Right? So if somebody is really a good Brahmana, is contributing anything to you, and you are asking him. Second, first of all, if you invite a Brahmana as a Brahmana, then you are supposed to give him whatever he wants. He's asking. But here, because it is a very big yajna, so many Brahmanas are coming, and there are different criteria. So Uttama Brahmana is there, somebody who knows a lot of mantras, who knows all the rituals. So main Vadyar. So the main Vadyar means what? He will be sitting in the front and he will be the person receiving all those things. Then depending upon the capacity, there will be Upavadyar sitting there. So you may delegate some things to this Vadyar and say, oh, you give this to this person. Or so that is called Upaniya Manasu. Upa means what? Supporting. Upaniya Manasu, based on the qualification of the Brahmanas, Dakshinadasu Goshu. So Dakshinas were given. So cows or Dakshinas were being given to the Brahmanas depending upon their qualification. So Kasmin Kale, so if you ask what time, what were being given, what donation will be given, he says, Ritvigyaha Sadasebyascha means the Ritviks performing the pujas or the yajna, the other Brahmanas were being given donation and they were receiving the donation also. According to and in correct proportion, vibhagena, in correct proportion, upaniyamanasu. So in the based on the qualification of the Brahmanas. And Dakshinardasu Goshu. So Saha Avishtaha Avishta Shraddhaha Nachiketaha Amanyatha. So having thus the Shraddha and the Astikya Buddhi entering the mind of Nachiketa, he started thinking like this. So far, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Samyaji, is it clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. Next, we go into the next mantra. Mantra number 3. Mantra number 5. So now he is still thinking. See, because the rituals are being done, Nachiketa is standing there. He is watching all the people performing rituals, people getting donation. He is seeing all the cows being given. Different brahmanas are coming and performing, and he is watching all these things. And suddenly, due to he thinks something is not right. Right, something is not right, and maybe because of his love for his father, he starts to think, and something is bothering his mind. So what is bothering his mind is what has been discussed. Okay. Then, so sa eva muktaha putra ekante paridevyanchakara khat. Okay, that means thus. So as told by the father, he is sitting there. Okay. Sorry, we finished 3, right? Finished 3?
Two.
Sir, 8th page you have to take.
Which one?
We have to take page number 8.
Pitodaka Jagda.
Page 8. Page 8 we have to do. Correct. That's what I was thinking. Correct. So we finished page number 7 and page number 8. Correct. So now, that's why maybe I went ahead. So having the Shraddha and Astikya Buddhi entered into the person, now he's Nachiketa is thinking. What is he thinking? Let's see this. So Pito Daka Jagatrina Dugda Doha Nirindriyaha Ananda Nama Te Lokastans Gachati Ta Dadat. So Pito Dagha Jagatrina Dugda Doha Nirindriyaha Ananda Nama Te Lokaha Tans Gachati Ta Dadat. So the Anvayaha or the prose form is Gavaha. So in bracket you put Gavaha. So Gavaha is equal to what? Cows. Okay. And the cows are what? Pito Daga. Number 1. So Pito Daga Jagatrina Dugda Doha Nirindriyaha Te Lokaha Ananda Nama Bhavanti. In bracket you put Bhavanti in bracket. So Gavaha in bracket, then Pito Daga Jagatrina Jagatrina. Jagdatrina Dugda Doha Nirindriyaha. Okay. So the 4 things. 1, Pito Daga Jagdatrina Dugda Doha Nirindriyaha. 4. There are 4 attributes associated to that word called Gavaha. Okay. Then Te Lokaha means those lokas. Anandaha. So Nanda means happiness. And Ananda means what? Unhappiness. Nama. So those lokas are the name of the nature of unhappiness. Bhavanti. So they go. Then Tam Dadat Sa Tan Gachati. So what it means here, the people who do or give away those wrong things or do wrong things, they go to some other lokas. They do not go to the good lokas. So he is watching this, and this is what his thoughts are coming into this. So let us look at what it means here. So The first one is Pitodaka ityadinam dakshinartha gavaha visheshante. So if you look at the bhashyam there in the middle, so Pitodaka ityadinam, etc. So Pitodaka, it means what? You look at the next line. Pitam udakam. So Pitam udakam. So udakam means water. Okay. And Pitam means drink. So Yabista, when you say the last mouthful. So the cows, so you should say Gavaha Pitodaka. So the first word. So what is Pitodaka? The Adi Shankara gives explanation here. Say Pitam udakam. Or udakam means water, or Pitaha means drink. So Pibati, drink. So Pita udakam Yabista. So the last mouthful of water has been drunk by the cows is equal to Pitodakaha. Okay, got it? So definition of Pitodaka is given as the cows, Gavaha, Pita Mudakam, Yabistaha, iti Pitodaka. Then Jagdatrinaha, number 2. So Jagdam means eating here. Or Bakshitam also is eating. Jagdam, Bakshitam. Bakshitam also means what? Eating or devouring. That is Bakshitam. Trinam. Trinam means what? Grass. So the cows eat grass, correct? Fresh grass. Yabista, again last bit of the grass. So the Gavaha bracket, you said first is Pitodaka. Gavaha Jagdatrinaha is equal to Jagdam Bakshitam, or eaten or devoured or digested. Trinam, what was digested? Trinam, the grass. Yabista, the last bit of the grass was digested. Iti Jagdatrinaha. So he is given, so there are two things being there. So Pitodaka, Jagdatrinaha. Number 3, Dugdha Doha. So Dugdam, when it says milk, okay. So and Doha means the person who has milked, or the cow which has been milked, the last drop of milk. So the cow, because it can't drink any water anymore, it cannot drink any more grass, or the last bit of grass has been eaten. Naturally, it cannot produce any more milk. Right? So it's called Dugdha Doha. Okay. So the definition is given as what? Kshirakyaha. So Kshiram means milk. Okay. Akyam means the capacity, or the capacity to, or the capability to produce milk is called Shirakyaha. So no longer has the capacity to produce milk. So Shirakyam is the adjective for Dugdha Doha. Okay, or Dugdha Doha. Okay. Then Yasam means that is called Ta Dugdha Doha. Okay. So the cow or Gavaha which cannot produce milk is Shirakyaha Yasam Ta Dugdha Doha. Then number 4, Nirindriyaha. So Indriyaha means Indriyams are there, and Nirindriyaha means there is no Indriyams, or it has lost the capacity to reproduce. That means it cannot give birth to any calf. It is on the last leg of death. Or, you know, when you see the old cows in India, sometimes you feel sorry for them. You can see the skin, the bones are also visible. They look very, very tired, and you feel very sorry for them. Right? They die a natural death because they are so malnutrition they have, that they cannot eat anything due to their own prarabdha is over for them. They are almost nearing death. Right? That's why Nirindriyaha. So what is given here? Aprajanana samartha. So prajanan means what? The praja. Aprajanan means what? The capacity who cannot produce praja. Praja means calf here. So aprajan samartha. Samartha means capability or capacity. Jirna nishvala. So jirnaha means what here? Called vriddhaha. So jirnam means the capacity or the old cow cannot digest or has lost the senility. Like, the cow always, what does it do? It will keep on, like it'll keep on munching, correct? Now, because the teeth itself is almost gone, it cannot eat any grass and it cannot do any of this. It's lost all its virility there. It's got nothing there pretty much. So Nachiketa is watching these cows being given. So the cows, oh, this cow is yours, that cow is yours. So his father is giving the cows and he's watching these cows are in this type of category of cows are being given. So that's why, because Astikya Buddhi is there, Shraddha is there, Shastram, how my father is doing all these things is what is bothering. But here the definition is given this. So Aprajanana Samartha Jeeva Nishvala. Nishvalam means what? Worthless, or it cannot do anything. Nishvalam, or unsuccessful, or wasteful. Nishvalam, worthless. Gava iti arthaha. So these are the definition of Gavaha. So you see the first one, I told you Gavaha, bracket, Pitodaka, Jagdatrinaha, Dugda Doha, Nirindriyaha, iti Gavaha. Okay, got it? So far you are able to understand the meaning of the words?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Then Yaha Taha Evam Bhuta Gaha Ritvibhyaha Dakshina Buddhaya Dadat Prayachan Anandaha Ananandaha Asuka Nama Naman Ityetat. So Yaha Taha Evam Bhuta Gaha Ritvibhyaha Dakshina Buddhaya Dadat Prayachan Anandaha Ananandaha Asuka Nama Naman Ityetat. So the first word Yata Eva Bhuta Gaha. That means, so Yata means, so by giving these cows or giving such cows as described above, right? So Evam Bhuta means what? Bhuta means before. So Evam Bhutaha means as described before. What is described before? Pitodaka, Jagdatrinaha, Dugda Doha, Nirindriyaha. So it's called Yata Evam Bhuta Gaha. So these cows which are described before were being given to Ritvibhyaha Dakshina Buddhaya. Means Buddhi means what is the idea of giving Dakshina. So these cows are being given with the idea of being given as Dakshina. Dadat Prayachan. So the effort was being made to give as the donation. Anandaha means what? Sorrow. Correct? Anandaha, sorrow. Then Ananandaha means what? Unhappiness. So sorrow and unhappiness. Asuka Nama Nama Ityetat. So what he is thinking is that these cows which are being given, which is of the four categories as described above, they are given, my father is giving them as Dakshina, as the idea of giving Dakshina. But this Dakshina which is being given is not going to give him any benefit, or is not going to give him the desired benefit. Why? Because it is going to give him asukam, that is anandaha, unhappiness, sorrow. It is not going to, because people are going to receive the cows, they are going to, because they are afraid of saying anything, they will take it. Later on, what they will say, oh, this Brahmana gave some cows which are no use. So what will you do with the cow? The cow dies in somebody's house, it's a problem. It's a problem for somebody else. So because they are in a position not to refuse, because it's a very big Brahmana, a big yagam is done there. At the same time, the priests do not want, are not saying anything to the Vajasva Sahab. But Nachiketa, being Astikya Buddhi and Shraddha, he is thinking that this is not the right thing my father is doing. So my father should not be doing this, or something is wrong. And by doing this, he is going to get anandaha, or sorrow, and ananandaha means unhappiness. He is going to get unhappiness, and he will probably go to Asuka Nama Lama Nityat. So Asukam Nama Loka, I mean, what those lokams or those places where he's trying to go, it will not be welcome, it will not be giving the Sukam which he's trying to get. So Asuka Nama Loka iti etat. This is what is the lokam is talking about, correct? Then Yete Loka Tan sa Yajamanaha Gachati. So what? So after the yajna is done, these people or my father, Yajama, say, Yete Lokaha means what? These lokas where people go. Who is this Tan? That is these unhappy worlds. Sa Yajamanaha. So my Yajamana means what? My father. So my father is the Yajamana and he is doing these rituals and he is going to go to these lokas which are Gachati means going. Correct. So he's going to go to the lokas which are of the nature of Anandaha, but then Ananandaha, correct? And Asuka Namana, Asuka, Asukam. So Asukam also is there. So there is no happiness, there is sorrow, and there is full of grief also. So that this is what is bothering him, and this is what he's seeing. Or this is what Avisha. So previously the thought came into his mind, and this is what he's thinking. He has not yet told anything to anybody. He's watching, he's analyzing, and he's thinking that this is what is happening there, and this probably may not be the right thing for a father to do. And he will probably go to some other loka which he is not desiring to go there. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we go into verse number 4. Sa hovacha pitaram tata kasmai mam dasyasiti. If you want, you can repeat after me, Shankar. You can repeat. Okay. You want to repeat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sa hovacha
Ovacha
pitaram
Pitaram
tata
Tata
kasmai mam
Kasmai Mam
dasyasiti
Dasyasiti
dvitiyam
Dvitiyam Tritiyam
tagum hovacha
Hovacha
mrityave
Mrityave
tva
Tva
dadamiti.
Datamiti.
Okay. So sa hovacha pitaram tat kasmai mam dasyasiti dvitiyam tritiyam tagum hovacha mrityave tva dadamiti. So the anvayaha for this is he tatha kasmai mam dasyasi question mark. He tata kasmai mam dasyasi. See, tat means here father. So tata means here tat or father. Hey father, kasmai, to whom? Mam, me, dasyasi. So because see, now he's asking this question. What is asking the question? So the rituals are being performed. He's seeing all these cows are being given there. He also thinks that I am also the property of this, my father. So I also, you can also eligible for me to give me also dhanam also, correct? So he says, hey Tat, kasmai mam dasyasi. So to whom are you going to give me away as dakshina? You are giving all these cows, etc. The father is busy. He's not listening. The father is busy doing all the yajna, mantras are being chanted. The fellow is sitting, young fellow is sitting next to him. He's asking this question. Right? So, he tat kasmai mam dasyasi. Itiha saha pitara uvacha. Right? So, he asked the question first time. Then, jitiya means second time. Right? Then, tritiya uvacha. So, same thing keeps repeating. What question? He tat kasmai mam dasyasi. He tat kasmai mam dasyasi. He tat kasmai mam dasyasi. So 3 times he's asking the same question. So first time he asks a question, the father doesn't respond. He understands what he's talking about. He listens to what it is, but he doesn't. He's a small boy. Why should I talk to him? Second time he asks, the father is actually listening. Third time, after some time, he again asks. Nachiketa asks, Father, who are you going to give it to me? You're giving all these cows, etc. When it's my turn, when I am going to be given away. So he says here, Mrityave Tvam Dadami. I am going to give you to Mrityu, to Lord Yama. So Mrityave Tvam Dadami Itiha Pitam Tam Uvacha. So he says, I am going to give you to Mrityu, to Lord Yama, or Dadami, I am going to give. I am going to give you. Dadami means I am going to give. Dadhati means give, right? Dadhau means gave. So Dadhami itiha pita tam uvacha. So the father said, I am going to give you now to Lord Yama. He doesn't, because he is saying this in the Yagashala, especially when you are doing a ritual and when mantras are being chanted, when Brahmana utters something, it has got weight and it has to be taken seriously. You cannot just negate it because he's a serious Brahmana. He's doing a lot of rituals and somebody says, okay, I'm going to give you to Mrityu Loka. So you go to Mrityu Loka and say, now obviously the child is affected by this. Right? So let's look at the Bhashyam here. Saha ha pitaram uvacha thata mam kasmai dasyati. So he said to his father, Saha pitaram. Pitaram means what? Father. Uvacha. So he says, Tata mam kasmai dasyati. Hey father, whom are you going to give me? Dvitiyam tatiyam. Second time and third time. Api uvacha. Means he says, then pita tam huvacha. Father said, Tva mrityave dadamiti. So I am going to give you to Lord Yama. Then Tadevam kratu asampatitim. So see, kratva sampattihi nimittam. So you have to break it into kratu asampatitam. Right? Kratuhu asampatitam. So tadevam kratva sampatti nimittam. First I read the Bhashyam for you, then I'll give the meaning. So tadevam. You want to read, you want to chant, you want to read Shankara or something you want to do, you can do that also. One of you can do. You would like to read Shankara?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tadevam Kratva Sampatti
Sampatti
Nimittam
Nimittam
Pitarnishtam
Nishtam
Puranishtam
Halam
Phalam Maya Putrena
Maya Putrena
Satha
Tata
Nivaraniyam
Nivaraniyam
Atma Pradhanenapi
Atma Pradenapi
Atma Pradhanenapi
Atma Pradhanenapi
Kratu Sampattim
Kratu Sampattim
Krutva
Krutva
Ityevam
Evam
Matva
Va
Pitara Upagamya
Taramupagamya
Sahovacha
Hovacha
Pitaram.
Pitaram.
Okay. So Tadevam Kratva Sampatti Nimittam. So the ritual. So that ritual. Kratuhu means the ritual. So Kratuhu means what? Ritual. Asampatitam. See, asampatitam means what? Not done properly. So that ritual is not done properly. This is the view of the Nachiketa. So the ritual not being done properly. Nimittam, the reason being why he's saying this, because the cows are very old and it is not being given the right dakshina, it is not right way to do the rituals. So asampatitam nimittam pitara anishtam phalam. So the ritual being done will not going to give my father any phalam. Anishtam means ishtam phalam means what? The one which is desired. Anishtam phalam means what? That which is not desired. Anishtam phalam. Maya putrena. So my son, that is, I am being the son of my father, Maya putrena. Satha means what? I'm a good son. Satha, he himself says, see, I'm a very good son to my father. And I see my father performing his rituals. And his rituals which are being performed is not done according to the right method, or right donations are not given, and it's not done properly. Then Nivaraniyam means what? This will bring negative result. Nivaraniyam means what? It will bring negative result. Atma pradane napi. So even if it involves self-sacrifice, right? So even if this yajna is completed, so kratu sampattim krutva. So even if this yajna is completed, see, somehow the yajna will be complete, right? Yes, old clothes will be given, old cows will be given, the father will complete the yajna. And even if this yajna is completed, atma pradane napi, even if it involves self-sacrifice, even if I have to sacrifice myself, or it is still not the right way to do it. That's what it says here. So kratu sampattim krutva ityevam matva iti evam. In this way, matva means what? The mati means analysis. Even in this way, having analyzed. What is he analyzing? He's analyzing the view that this ritual is not being performed according to the proper method, and it is going to bring him pitaram anishtam phalam. And maya putrina sata, being a good boy I am for my father, it is nivaraniyam, it is going to bring him a negative result. Therefore, even if I want to sacrifice myself, I should do that. Because the yajna is going to be completed. Kratu sampattim krutva. So this yajna is going to be completed, and the yajna will not give a result to my father. So being a good son, ityevam matva pitaram upagamya. Upagamya means what? We approach the father. Upagamya means approaching the father, pitara, upagamya, sahovacha. So he said, pitaram, to his father. Right? Then, he tatathat, oh my father. He tatathat means what? He means what? Exclamation. Oh my father. Kasmai ritvig visheshaya. Right? So, kasmai means what? To whom? Ritvig means what? To which priest or which particular, brahmana. Visheshaya, especially, because the cows are being given. But when Nachiketa is saying that, he's asking a question about self-sacrifice. He says, I'm also the property of you. So when are you going to give me? To whom are you going to give me? So kasmai ritvik visheshaya dakshinartam mam dasyasi. So to whom are you going to give me away? Dakshinartam means what? As dakshina. Mam, so me. Dasyasi means away. So to whom are you going to give me away as dakshina? To which priest? Prayaschasi means what? The adjective for dasyasi. So prayaschasi means what? Adjective for dasyasi. Same as this. Iti etat. So in this way, he asked the question. So eva muktena pitra.
Dasyasi means?
Dasyasi means giving away. Dasyasi means away or give away. Dhanam. So dakshinartham means dakshinartham ma dasyasi means as a servant. So when you give somebody to something, you become a servant. Dasi, right? Dasyasi. Right? So you become a servant or you become a slave to the person. So dakshina, a person who becomes a dakshina is supposed to be not, should not ask again, correct? So dakshina is supposed to be given. Once it is given, it doesn't belong to you anymore. So you do not have any right over the property anymore. That's why it's called dasyasi. So it means it's a slave. So dakshinatam mam dasyasi. So prayachasi also is an adjective for dasyasi or another name for dasyasi. Iti etat. Then eva muktena, in this way. Eva muktena uktaha means a say. So in this way, in this manner, pitraha upekshamanopi. Right? So Nachiketa addressed his father who was busy with the rituals. Correct? Dvitiyam, Tritiyam. So twice and thrice. Api, Uvacha. So he said the same thing again and again. First time, second time, third time. What is say here? You should say, Kasmai mam dasyasi, Kasmai mam dasyasi ti. So the repetition is what? First time, He tat kasmai rutvik visheshaya dakshinartham mam dasyasi. Okay, first time. Second time he asked what? Kasmai mam dasyasi, Kasmai mam dasyasi. So dvitiyam, tritiyam. Okay. So dvitiyam, tritiyam api uvacha. So first, second time and third time he said. What did he say? Kasmai mam dasyasi, Kasmai mam dasyasi. Whom are you going to give me? Whom are you going to give me? Then the father is watching this. So he's saying, his first time in itself says, this is not my son's nature. This is not the way my son should behave with me. So he says, Nayam Kumara Swava iti. So, na ayam Kumara Swavaha iti. So this is not the nature of my son. Or my son should not be behaving like this to me when I am doing a ritual. See, it is like, when the father is doing some ritual, the son goes and says, I want to go to shop, take me to shop. I want this, I want that. The father says, I'm very busy ritual, I can't go. No, now only you have to come now. You have to take me now. Or he disturbs, he does something very stupid, silly. Then the father is very angry. But the father controls, correct? Yes. Why is this boy behaving like this? Right? You always have a view, right? You always think, why is this boy behaving like this? So he says here, Nayam Kumara Swabhavaiti. So this is not the nature of my Kumara, my son. Why is he behaving like this? Because he's already been irritated once, first time. First time itself the question was wrong. Second time he asked a question. Third time he asked a question, he's already, he's lost his temper now. So he says now, Kriddaha. So he gets very angry. So Krodam means anger. Kriddaha means what? Kriddayati means getting very angry or angered. So angered by the questions posed by the Nachiketa as what? Kasmai mam dasyasi, Kasmai mam dasyasi. He now utters. What does he say here? Pitaha, Pita tamha putram. So the father to his son, Kila uvacha, indeed said. What does he say here? Mrityave vaivasvataya tvam dadati miti. Mrityave vaivasvataya tvam dadamiti. So I am going to give you to Mrityu Bhagavan. I'm going to give you to Lord Yama. And Vaivasvataya means Lord Yama is the son of the sun god. So Vaivasvata means what? Son. And Lord Yama is the son of the sun god. Right? So Vaivasvataha. And I'm going to Tvam Dadamiti. I'm going to give you to Lord Yama. Right? So how to say Kruddaha with anger. I'm going to give you this now. Pretty stubborn. So when you say like this, then what? You don't have a choice. Even the Rajas in olden days, they do not want to be on the wrong side of the Rishis. Even though the Rishi may be not correct, but they do not want to get sharpened from the Rishis, because when they give something, they cannot take it back. You have to undergo that particular process, because the ritual itself is like this. That when something you say in the middle of the ritual, that becomes part of the offering. So it's something we should know, that when you are doing the ritual in home also, you must keep quiet. You must not be having all these other thoughts. Because whatever you are committing mentally also, is part of that rituals. So here also this father is very upset, very angry, and he says, I'm going to give you to Lord Yama. And because he says this particular mantra is over at this time. Next week, we are going to see what happens to Nachiketa and what he is thinking now. So this is a dialogue. See, there's a lot of things happening between the father and the son. Initially, the son is just watching the ritual. He's just, developing opinion about what cows are being given, what dakshina is given. He says he thinks not right. So his mind is very confused. And he wants to now say something. So he says this. And somehow he thinks that these cows are useless. I am at least useful. So you should at least give me. So he says, what about me? You're going to give me or not? So he says, I'll give you to Lord Yama. This is what is so far. Is it clear so far?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Soumyaji, you're okay?
Yeah, sir, it's clear.
Okay. So it's a story. It's a beautiful story unfolding. So there's also interesting meaning in this. The interesting meaning is that whenever we are doing the ritual, we must be very attentive about what we are saying. We must not, we must never be uttering something which is not beneficial to the family benefit or to the society benefit. So I mean, we should always be making sure that we are doing everything for ourselves properly and for the lokahitaha. So you must not get angry and do something very silly. Sometimes we say, you just get up halfway and go. Or some phone rings, you get up and go. All these things should not be done. These are all, see, the underlying meaning of this is, the Nachiketa is actually watching this. He's analyzing this and he's thinking that this is not right. Then only he's saying to his father for the benefit of his father. And this is said by a son who has got astikya buddhi shraddha. See, the current generation of people they don't even know anything about this. So
it's something like you should not be having any distraction while doing it.
Correct. You must not distraction and you should be focused on doing this. See, if you take up a yajna, you must do it properly. Right? There will be other people who come and say, these are useless. My father is doing all useless things. It's a waste. So you say, come and do namaskara. No, I don't believe all these things. Astikya buddhi is not there. Saddha is not there. Sometimes they'll say, I'm busy, I'll come, I'll do later. Because the particular Shraddha is not there in the person, so you will not be able to contribute. But here Nachiketa is not like this. He is actually watching the ritual, right? And he is actually analyzing the dakshina being given as not the right thing. And for his father's benefit, he is saying that, you are doing this yajna for going to Indra Loka, etc. You will not be going to Indra Loka. I don't want you to go to some Loka where you will suffer. So he said, instead of giving all these useless cows, etc., why don't you give me, which is having a good healthy condition? Somebody will use me. So das yasi means I'll become das to somebody else, and somebody will use me and I'll be of use to them. These cows, what they will do? They will die. They cannot do anything with what the Brahmanas will do. They cannot do anything. And this, if I can go, I can work with them, I can do something for them. So that is the intention behind asking this question. So see, the son is interested in the father's benefit. See this. Very important message. How many people do this today? That is what is
wrong.
that is what is important. He says this. The next mantra, he says this to his father also, which we see in next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Harihi Om Tatsat Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Namaste. Shubhratri to all of you.
Namaste.
So tomorrow, I think at 6:30, I'm just going to introduce a new mantra, japa. So if you have time, you can attend 6:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Happy Pongal, sir.
Hari Om.